State two ways to prevent the rusting of iron. Rusting of iron prevent करने के लिए painting, then applying grease, iron surface को अगर grease से cover कर देंगे, then what happens? Contact between the iron and the oxygen and moisture present in the air will be broken, so rusting can be prevented. Oiling also prevents rusting. The iron utensils in the kitchen, if they are coated with a layer of oil, then they do not rust because the contact between the iron and the atmospheric oxygen and moisture is broken. So these are some of the methods, and another method is galvanization. In galvanization, iron is coated with a layer of zinc, a very thin layer of zinc. Now what happens? Zinc is more reactive than iron. Zinc जो होता है वो iron से ज़्यादा reactive होता है. So it prevents rusting of iron. So coating iron with a thin layer of zinc is known as galvanization. So this is one of the methods to prevent rusting of iron. What type of oxides are formed when non-metals combine with oxygen? Non-metals, when they combine with oxygen, they give acidic oxides. For example, carbon when combines with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide. Sulfur when combines with oxygen, it forms a sulfur dioxide gas. क्यों बोलते हैं इनको acidic oxides? Because carbon dioxide when dissolved in water, it forms carbonic acid, and sulfur dioxide when dissolved in water, it forms sulfurous acid. Since non-metallic oxides when dissolved in water give acids, therefore non-metal oxides are called acidic oxides. So if a moist litmus paper is brought near carbon dioxide or sulfur dioxide gas, then a moist blue litmus paper will turn to red. Give reasons. Platinum, gold, silver are used to make jewelry. First of all, they are malleable, they are ductile, they have shine, they are lustrous metals, and the most important property is that they are the least reactive metals. Least reactive metals, or you can also say they do not react at all with the atmospheric oxygen or air. Therefore, they are used to make jewelry. Sodium, potassium and lithium are stored under oil. Now, in this case, the reason will be sodium, potassium, lithium, they are the most reactive metals. They react with the oxygen of the air, and sometimes the reaction is so vigorous that they may catch fire. So they are kept under oil. Aluminium is highly reactive metal, yet it is used to make utensils for cooking. First of all, it is a good conductor of heat, and second, it gets coated with a layer of its oxide, and then it does not react with the food at a high temperature. Since it gets coated with a layer of its oxide, it will not react with the food at high temperature, so it is used for making utensils for cooking. Carbonate and sulfide ores are usually converted into oxides during the process of extraction, because it is easier to extract the metal from their oxide than from their carbonate and sulfide ores. क्या होता है कि metal oxide when reduced with carbon forms the metal and carbon monoxide gas is formed. Another way in which metal is obtained from metal oxide is metal oxide is made to react with a more reactive metal. Then what happens? The more reactive metal forms the metal oxide, and the required free metal is obtained. For example, metal oxide, it is made to react with the more reactive metal like M dash. So M dash will form the oxide and the free metal will be obtained from the oxide. So it is easier to extract the metal from oxide. Therefore, carbonates and sulfate ores are usually converted into their oxides during the process of extraction.